This is a Bonsai Bob Fest video. Hi, I'm in New York City, Lower Manhattan, standing right next to the Freedom Tower, Ground Zero, World Trade Center. And today I'm looking at American Nightshade, Solanum Americanum. Now down here in Lower Manhattan, for some reason, I guess, you know, whatever, they like to use the natural foliage, you know, whatever plants are indigenous to the area. They don't really landscape the areas. They don't put in potted plants. They just let whatever grows naturally grow. Probably saves them a lot of money or whatever, but you know, what most people would regard as weeds are generally used as natural ground covering out here. You know, they put in trees and things like that, and a few flower bushes, but a lot of this foliage is just the natural foliage that's indigenous to the area. So what we have here, you know, right next to the Freedom Tower in New York City, Lower Manhattan, is some American Nightshade, Solanum Americanum, and it's a poisonous plant. It's nightshade. It's related to deadly nightshade, but some nightshade plants are used by humans as food. Tomatoes is a nightshade. Potatoes is a nightshade. Peppers and eggplant are all nightshades, and they're all used by humans as food. But you shouldn't eat all the parts of the plant. For example, you shouldn't eat the leaves of the tomato plant. And if you find a potato that's got green spots on it, you shouldn't eat the green spots, because that's where the toxins are. Anyway, this is a poisonous plant. It has toxins in it, but it is used as food around the world. This plant is found in the Pacific Ocean. It's found in America. It's found in Africa and Madagascar, and in a lot of places it's used as food. They boil it. They boil the leaves, and then they pour the water off, which is the water contains the toxins. If you eat enough of this plant, it might kill you. I'm not sure exactly how much of it you have to eat, but the point is, you shouldn't just go around eating it willy-nilly. I've read on the internet that the green berries, and there are green berries on this plant. There are a lot of green berries on this plant. The green berries are toxic, and children have died from eating them. That's what the internet says. But the ripe fruit, the black berries, are used in jams and jellies in some countries. A lot of black berries on this plant. I've eaten the black berries. I've eaten 2 at the most, and they tasted okay to me. They didn't taste toxic. I didn't die from it, and like I said, in some countries they use it in jams and preserves, and so you know, don't take my word for it, because I'm not an expert, but that's what I've read, is that a lot of countries, some people, some countries, they use this plant as medicine. The internet says that in China they boil it and make it a tea and use it to treat cancer. There's also some indication on the internet that it's used to treat herpes simplex. So it's used for medicinal purposes. Anyway, it is a nightshade plant. It's related to tomatoes. The berries are like very small tomatoes. They're very, very small, and they're black or purple, dark purple, and so they're not red like tomatoes. There are other nightshades, like bittersweet nightshade, that has red berries. It's very similar to this in size, and the way the berries hang on the plant, on the bittersweet nightshade plant, is very similar. But those berries are red, and they're considered to be more toxic than this plant. I've tried the red berries on the bittersweet nightshade, and they tasted like tomatoes, but they also had a very bitter taste to them after a few seconds, and it's not recommended that you eat those. But like I said, I've tried these berries, and I've only had 2 of them. I've suffered not any ill effects that I can detect, but anyway, I'm going to try another berry right now. Here are some berries. I'll take 2 of them. I've got 2 of the berries here. I'm going to try them. They're not, they don't taste bad. They taste kind of like fruit. They're not extremely sweet, but they are a little bit sweet. They don't taste like tomatoes. They taste like fruit, and they don't taste too bad. Actually, I could see that people would use these as preserves. They're actually not bad. How toxic they are, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an expert. You know, consult an expert before you try them yourself. But I've tried them, and I haven't felt any ill effects from it. And like I said, you know, around the world, this plant is used for food. It's got the nightshade flowers on it. I like nightshade. All nightshades have very similar flowers. It's a 5 petals, star-shaped flower with a yellow pistil. And so anyway, that's a look at American Nightshade, Solanum Americanum, and it's growing right here in the shadow of the World Trade Center, the Freedom Tower in Lower Manhattan, New York City. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.